Back at Dover under caution. Let's listen into the radio here for Carl Edwards.
10-4. It felt like it hit the left rear too, though.
The sail panel's got some paint scrapped off of it, but it's still straight. It didn't even move it.
All right, 10-4. Well, if there's, I guess we'll just keep track of it. Fix it as early as we can if we need to, but we'll just keep track of it. You're sure there's nothing on the tires?
I can still see the paint. I can still see the paint on the tire.
They left him on the racetrack, Andy. Would you have been that gallant to leave him out?
No, I probably would have brought him in just because it's early, and you can take yourself out of this thing if you leave him out there and have a problem. If you come in right now and get it fixed and get some tires, you know, you do have an uphill battle, but you don't take yourself out of contention.
Getting set for the restart here, lap 16, the Camping World RV 400. Jeff Gordon has led all 16 laps thus far. Under that second caution of the day, we had 17 cars come on the pit road, including Greg Biffle, Tony Stewart, and a few others.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to watch. Those guys put themselves back there in kind of a hornet's nest, and it'll be interesting to watch them as they come up through.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised to see Greg Biffle. I mean, I was surprised to see Greg Biffle come down pit road.
Let's show just how bad his car was. This is a long race, so you know if he's got a good car, it's no problem in getting lapped or anything. And it's a lot hotter today than what they faced yesterday in those practice sessions.
It seems like a trend has been developing with this new car that every race day the cars seem to be looser than they were in practice. We're hearing that out of Greg Biffle. Even though his car looked competitive, he said he was very loose.
Jeff Burton, the 31 car, now having moved up from his qualifying spot to 17th. Remember, Jeff Burton typically doesn't qualify well, but he's there in the top 10 or the top 5 when this race is over. He started 38th in the spring and finished 8th.
Yeah, he's going by Elliott Sadler there. I talked to Elliott yesterday. He was not very happy with his car after practice. They were going to make a few changes, but just didn't know exactly where to go. As we see Dale Jr. trying to pick up another spot here on Clint Boyer. That's for the 6th spot.
He's marching to the front.
Yeah.
44, David Rudeman back there behind the 07. Again, Rudeman back in 8th. Kyle Busch sticking into the picture behind him in 9th spot.
Rudeman trying to make the outside work there. And wow, this team's really been on a nice little roll here, especially the last 3 weeks. Having some good finishes, running up front. Good for David Rudeman in that UPS Toyota. Shannon?
Yeah, you know, I was speaking with David Rudeman's crew chief, Ryan Pemberton, today. He said, you know, there's been a lot of attention paid to this team, especially because they've been running so well, just as you said, Dale. He said that really there's 2 reasons. One, the new generation of car that Michael Waltrip Racing debuted at Pocono. He said number 2, we're really acting proactively rather than just reacting as to what happens on race weekend. He said we're thinking outside the box in the shop, and that really has helped this team a lot.
Oh, I think, and I'm going to give some credit to the driver too. I think that they're finally now, and you talk about that new car, that they're catching up to David Rudeman's talent with the race cars, and I think that is finally going to pay off for them.
What paid off for him was that performance at Richmond where he led 104 laps on the 3/4 mile short track. 70 car, Tony Raines had a good qualifying effort trying to hold on to 13th position. In front of the 12 car, Brian Newman.
Yeah, he's got these guys bottled up behind him there. They're trying to see Ryan Newman trying to make a pass on the inside, but Tony Raines is running good. You see Jeff Burton and Kevin Harvick are both in the chase in that battle too. It's awfully difficult to get that run up out of the corner. You see Tony Raines running a little bit higher line, but that carries a lot of momentum, and now Ryan Newman's got to the inside of him entering the corner.
And you put yourself in a little bit of a bad situation when you've got cars bottled up behind you and a big gap in front of you. Some of these guys can get impatient and move you.
Couple of Roush Fenway teammates as Kenseth moves up, and the McMurray, the guy you kept talking about all morning as your sleeper, makes the pass.
Yeah, he's a great here at this racetrack, and they got a good car. Looks good early.
Dave?
Talking with Larry Carter this morning, he said, you know, Dover's always been a good track for Jamie, and the statistics back that up. 5 top 10s here, including finishing 2nd in the June 2006 race. So Jamie is confident when he comes here. His Roush Fenway car is running very well.
Had a very good run in the nationwide race yesterday. Here's a group now, a couple of chasers on the bottom. That's Burton and Harvick trying to get by, and Jeff Burton finally does pick his way by. Kevin Harvick hasn't been so lucky thus far.
We see Jamie McMurray going by Denny Hamlin for that 2nd spot. Sandy, you've got the man on the march right now.
what has gotten into these Roush Fenway guys? We saw what happened last week with Biffle being so good. Edwards has been good the last month, and now McMurray. We had 4 Roush Fenway cars in the top 5 of that final practice session yesterday.
I think it's just working like it's supposed to. These guys are supposed to be talking to each other and comparing notes. They seem like they will have a good car at almost every race. So these guys getting together with those guys and making all the cars good.
You see Kenseth trying to take that 3rd spot away. He needs a really big day today if he's going to have any chance of getting himself back into this. You see, he was trying the outside nose, goes to the inside. And I think another thing that these guys have on their side is Doug Yates building engines. I think he just gets stronger as you go on. Mike?
Yeah, DJ, you mentioned that Matt Kenseth needs a big day, and you can understand why. Crashes at Richmond and Loudon leading into this. Finds himself in a 177-point deficit, but this has been a very good track for Matt Kenseth over the years. I spoke with Chip Bolin about the morale of this team coming in. He says it's okay. They're very experienced people. They've all been here before. He said we've only rallied once this year, and he pointed to the fact that back in the spring in Richmond, they were 24th in the standings. And over the course of the regular season, they rallied back to qualify for the chase. They said they have that type of rally in them, and they can come back in this chase with 9 to go.
The bottom fell out for the 17 car a year ago here when they lost an engine about lap 300 after leading a lot of laps. And here comes the 26 car. He is like being shot out of a cannon. Watch McMurray has just reeled in Jeff Gordon.
He's flying, and he's using every part of the racetrack. He's up high, he's down low. Doesn't matter where he goes, this car seems to be stuck up underneath him here.
Yeah, if you saw our nationwide race and the coverage yesterday, Jamie was our in-race reporter, and he talked about how much he enjoys racing. That car's loose. He's driving the wheels off of it, too. He wants to lead this race. Yeah, he hasn't had a lot of success this year. When you get a good car at a place you enjoy, you want to take advantage of it. He looks to the high side of Gordon coming off of 2.
Gordon says, man, just go ahead and take it.
Dave?
Well, Jeff Gordon called it himself. 2 laps ago, he reported his car as being real loose. And he told his crew chief, Steve Letarte, we're going to get our butts kicked here. This car is too loose. And Jamie McMurray just kicked his butt right there.
And there's another trend that you're talking about. These cars getting looser than what they have been. Be interesting to see if he can hold on.
You're watching ESPN on ABC.